See how it all played out. First quarter, Jake Oldroyd from 51 yards, and BYU takes a 3-0 lead. Cougar defense spirited early. Boy, did they falter down the stretch. But, Blaine, here they get a gift on the quarterback scramble.
Yeah, he knocks the ball off of his knee, McLeod does, and it was just literally a gift. The problem for BYU is they forced 2 turnovers. They did not get any points off of those turnovers, and so you got to take advantage. They settled for a field goal, I think, on this one, so I shouldn't say no points, but they didn't turn these into touchdowns.
3-0, BYU with the early lead, and that was a highlight of a punt. Second quarter now, watch Dax Milne, 35-yard touchdown, beautiful pass from Jaron Hall. It's 10-0, David. BYU appears to be in sync.
And what a catch by Milne. This reminds me of the USC game where he came up with a one-handed catch as well. But Jaron Hall was on money right here. I mean, look at this. He dropped back, relaxed in the pocket, delivers a dime to Milne, comes up with a touchdown. I thought 10-0, okay, BYU, time to put your foot on their throat and kind of crush them and take it from here.
Jake Oldroyd adds a field goal. BYU was at the 5-yard line with first and goal to go up 17-0. Instead, it's 13-0.
And that's a problem. They left points on the board. BYU really struggling in the red zone this season, and it came back to haunt them in this football game. You got the ball on the 5-yard line. You got to score touchdowns. You can't settle for field goals. And then
Mitchell.
USF comes back and gets the ball to their tight end, and a completely blown coverage here. Completely lost is Bo Tanner. He gave up on the play. He just stopped in the middle of the play, and the tight end just runs right by. He's got him in coverage. He literally stops in the middle of the play and gives up a touchdown. That's what you call a blown coverage, folks.
Honestly, he must have thought he heard a whistle or something. I don't know what the excuse is there, because I've never seen anybody just stop literally right in the middle of the play.
28-yard field goal by Oldroyd puts BYU up 16-7 at the half. Second half, the Cougars, for some reason, come out slow and stagnant on defense. It seems like every game out of the gate. Jordan Conkrite runs it in. It's 16-14.
Yeah, listen, BYU's notorious in the second half. In their losses, they've allowed a driving score in the first drive in every loss this year. They just come out slow. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's second half adjustments by the coaches or the players. They come out flat every time. It's something they've obviously got to get fixed, because it's not acceptable. You can't let a team drive all the way down the field on you that easy.
Option look here for Hall. He takes off, Blaine, 32 yards. This on third down.
Well, when he started to get involved in the run game, it changed things for BYU. They started to be able to move the football. You see his field vision, and BYU now moving the football behind the feet of Jaron Hall. We see him get down and get into the end zone, and BYU out in the lead, extending that lead.
23-14, and you see what he can do. We heard about his wheels. He had them in high school. He still got them, and BYU is back up by 9. Back come the Bulls. Bentley Sanders. David, what happens here?
Tell you what, you see they're going to set up. He's going to act like he's going to do a return right, comes back across the field, return left, and just BYU's out leveraged. Unfortunately, right here, Jake Oldroyd trips him. I think he just hits him just enough to get a piece of his shoelace, and he, of course, stumbles. But
fortunately, that leads to a punt. They couldn't cash in there. And then later, Chaz Ayu with the interception. He returns it 14 yards. This would lead to another BYU punt. Blaine, they were holding him off, but they weren't taking advantage.
Yeah, the turnovers, really, BYU settled for 3 on the one, and then they got nothing out of this turnover. And conversely, the Bulls only forced 1 turnover, but it was deep in BYU's territory, and they scored a touchdown after that turnover.
Danny Jones in on this punt attempt, bobbles the snap. USF takes over at the 23. Now we go to the fourth quarter, and the Bulls were running right down the heart of BYU's defense. Jordan McLeod, 2-yard run. It's 23-21. And then later, David, it's Jordan Conkrite for 3 yards.
Listen, USF rushed for 243 yards. 243 yards. How does that happen?
They came in the game averaging 155, and then Baylor Romney comes into the game. Jaron Hall knocked out of the game, completes the ball down the middle to his tight end, Matt Bushman. His favorite target in his appearance was his own brother, Gunnar Romney, but this is on 4th down, a 6-yard ball on a 6-yard ball on 4th and 8, and they come up short.
BYU gets the ball back, though, and here they come again. Romney, there's his brother over the middle. Here come the Cougars again. Watch this catch. Well, this is Romney on the run. Everyone's watching the clock. And then Talon Shumway comes up with this big one for 17 yards down to the 27.
A great catch, and he comes out of the football game after that.
Pass interference call moves BYU closer. They're actually going to get 4 shots at the goal line from the 12-yard line. This one, no chance, way over the head of Bushman.
So BYU has the ball on the 12-yard line. You're thinking, well, they've got a great chance. They throw 2 balls out of bounds, take a sack, and then come up short on a Hail Mary on 4th down.
Here's the final play. And Romney lobs it up, and the Bulls knock it down. And they steal the win. And BYU drops to 2-4 as we look at the 2019 slate.